Hello and welcome back. If you are watching this on the VOD, please know that you can join us live on Monday nights and hang out in the chat, try to correct one of us, or let us know of special things that have happened in the community that we didn't know about. You can join us on twitch.tv/PartyOf2RPG.
And this is TTRPG News, today on March 14th, 2022.
You changed the date.
I did. I got the date right, so I want to give myself a pat on the back for that.
Good job. So, Weston, what is our first news piece tonight?
First news piece tonight is some news that came from Dungeons & Dragons. We will be returning to the world of Kryn. So if you are a fan of the Dragonlance books and that world, well, guess what? They are going to be releasing a new world book for D&D 5th edition with the world of Kryn, which I'm a fan of. Everyone needs to play a Kender. Which is honestly, that's their version of a hobbit as well as the halfling, but a little different. They're like a gnome kleptomaniac because they're all kleptomaniacs, which means awesome. You are chaos no matter what. But they'll release a new unearthed Arcana packet titled Heroes of Kryn that has a rule set to be sets to play a Kinder as well as a lunar magic sorcerer subclass and a bunch of backgrounds and feats. Yeah. Feats tied to various iconic Kryn groups. There are major hints. Wizards of the Coast is preparing a new rulebook based around the Dragonlance campaign setting. For playtest information, you can go to the official Dungeons & Dragons website.
Yep. So you can go there and download the PDF version of the playtest, and you can play to your heart's content in the world of Dragonlance. All right, so if you were into the gold box of RPGs back in the 80s, you are going to love this next announcement. D&D gold box games are coming to Steam. So the PC marketplace for games, Steam, has brand new editions that have been remastered by SNEG, a company focused on remastering and releasing old games. They have bundled together 8 different offerings of the gold box games. They are the Forgotten Realms, the Archives of Collect 1, which is Eye of the Beholder 1, 2, and 3. Forgotten Realms, the Archives Collection 2, Curse of the Azure Bonds, Gateway to the Savage Frontier, Hills Far, Pools of Darkness, Pools of Radiance, Secrets of the Silver Blades, Treasures of the Savage Frontier, and Unlimited Adventures. Third is Forgotten Realms, the Archives Collection 3, Dungeon Hack, and Menzoberranza. That. Okay. The Kryn series.
You've heard of Dritz?
Yeah.
That's where he's from.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. The Kryn series, which is Champions of Kryn, Death Knights of Kryn, the Dark Queen of Kryn. The Dark Sun series, which is Shattered Lands, Wake of the Ravager. Ravenloft series, Strahd's Possession, and Stone Prophet. D&D Stronghold, Kingdom Simulator. Al-Qadim. Sure, okay. The Genie's Curse, and the release date for these is going to be March 29th, 2022 on Steam. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. That was super fun. Anyway, so if you're a big gamer and you love that kind of those old school RPG games, and what I connect to is like Wolfenstein from that same period of time, those games have all been remastered and will be released in just a couple weeks. Weston.
We also had news out of the Vampire the Masquerade. So they had a convention recently, from what I've been able to find. The news is actually hard to find a lot of times.
VTM likes to be a little secretive.
They're like, ooh, you can't know about this. But there are some new books that will be coming out, including a new printing of Vampire the Masquerade Cults of the Blood Gods. It's coming this summer. So this is going to get you into some more religious aspects of the vampires, and some more information. I haven't played VTM.
We haven't played VTM. We really want to, though.
Want to, but I can only handle so many game systems at once. As opposed to you guys who've been doing this for 30 years, and you're like, I've played them all. Well, I will get there.
We will in 30 years.
Also, there was news released of course, the new there was a new cover for the Hunter the Reckoning, which is the new 5th edition Hunter version. So generally the vampires. This one's if you want to play a human that hunts vampires. There's also going to be a new Players Handbook, from what I understand, that is going to it's going to bring all of the classes, all of the different types together into one book, so your players can use that for their character creation instead of having to look through the 50 billion different source books for all of the different builds.
Yeah, that's going to make things a lot easier for players of the Vampire the Masquerade.
So if you are a fan of Vampire the Masquerade, go check out and see the upcoming books that they are going to have available, because it sounds like you're going to get a lot of cool content coming out in the near future.
Yep. Okay, and of course, what would a week of TTRPG news be without some kind of news coming out of the Critical Role group? It wouldn't be TTRPG
Empty
news.
and meaningless.
Yes, it would be. So they did their State of the Role today and announced that there is going to be a short 2-session Exandria Unlimited game, bringing back all of the original cast members of EXU. So that is Robbie Damon, Amy Carrera, Angeli, thank you. And I cannot do names tonight. Angeli Ahmani. There we go. Abria Iyengar, Matthew Mercer, as well as newcomer Erica Lindbeck. This is going to be airing March 31st and April 1st on CR's Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Critical Role. It is only going to be available on VOD for subscribers until it is released on YouTube. A week later. The second for CR is an announcement of a brand new monthly talk show that is going to be taking the place of the 4th week of the month. It's called Four-Sided Die, and it's a roundtable discussion between 4 guests with one randomly chosen from the cast via a dice roll. This talk show will feature party games and random question polls, including fan questions. If you are interested in submitting a question, which they call evergreen, so they're not wanting campaign-specific questions, you can go to CR's website and submit them there. And the last of the CR news is that this Thursday is their 7-year anniversary, which they are streaming live, because it's all pre-recorded, to movie theaters across the nation and Cinemarks. You can check at cinemark.com/fathom events and find out if there is a theater near you streaming the show.
Yep. We went to the first one of Campaign 3. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of crazies there.
Yes.
Lots
of crazy
shirts.
critters. It was super fun.
It was.
Not as many cosplayers as I thought they would be.
I thought there would be more too.
Yeah, but there were a few jesters.
We were
some
also
Vaxes.
in the middle of COVID.
That's
so
true.
that I imagine you might get more as things get more normal.
More normal. Yep.
All right, and then in the last piece of news for tonight, we have a new Pathfinder First Edition Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle is an amazing partnership to where part of the sale goes to charity, and Paizo loves to do this. And now you can buy basically all the Pathfinder First Edition books and character guides for one price. So if you're interested in Pathfinder 1E, which is it's D&D 3.75 is what everyone calls it.
Yeah, I call it 3.5 plus.
Yeah. Check out this awesome bundle for only $40. I'm really going to be tempted to buy that.
It's a value of like $440.
Oh yeah, if you bought them at what their pricing was, like that's an insane amount of money. So I am I'm tempted. I'm tempted heavily on that one. So reminder, all Humble Bundle purchases go to help the National Coalition Against Censorship.
Yep.
So
it's pretty cool.
Yep. So go check out Humble Bundle. They're always doing cool things. It's a great place to find great deals and help charity.
Yep. And that is us for today's episode of TTRPG News.